Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next Omnicast casting game. We've got a very special guest in the house tonight. He's a Masters level player on the European server, Entity, commonly known for playing quite a strong Zerg mid game. Entity, how's it going, man?
Hey, I'm doing all right. I'm a bit nervous because this is my first cast, so
Yeah,
I hope it will be all right. I'm excited.
that's good stuff. Also, my normal co host, present in the house, just finished a bottle of noodles and realized that he had some vomit on his jacket. Definitely securing him some big ups there, man. I'm so glad that you found that vomit on your jacket. Also, recording the game is our boy Mind, you can say what's up in the chat over there. I'm pretty sure that he's already done that. He generally has an annoying habit of following overlords around, and yeah, he really enjoys following overlords. All right, Yuffi is he is entity. He's a master level player, correct? High level master player. Why don't you tell us, give us a bit of history on this match, man?
On the what?
On this match, on this game that you guys played over here. Give us a
Oh yeah. Uh, well, it wasn't the latter game. He was asking for a game in the Team Liquid channel, if I recall correctly. So, and I was up for that. So that's how it went.
okay.
He's ranked number 2 in his master league, so I was a bit nervous going in. And he claimed that he met grandmaster players on the ladder all the time.
Huh. Okay, maybe just trying to scare you off there, but
Yeah,
Yeah, psych you out, get in your mind or something. Yeah, it's how protoss players do it, with all their psychic abilities and stuff getting in your head. But it looks like a pool and gas burst opening from Entity. Not a fast expand, which is interesting. Usually you would go fast expand if you see that he is in close positions.
yeah, you see the Protoss going down there with his Nexus down in the bottom right hand corner. So the Protoss taking a bit of an expand there, going straight gateway into that expand. Zerg still has nothing. Protoss has that probe constantly patrolling in the Zerg expansion area. And we saw him doing a bit of harass early on the mineral field, just not allowing those drones to get in. Not too bad, but might have getting a bit of the timing off the two Zerglings out to get rid of the probe.
Yeah, and looks like a forge after gateway, obviously to secure his early expansion and perhaps put a couple cannons down in
Yeah.
place
We
of
see
Entity's natural.
yeah, no, we see a pylon going up there. I don't think we're going to see any cannon play right now. Yeah, the pylon being cancelled just as I thought it would be, and Entity moving his drone out to where where is Entity going with that drone? Entity gonna take Entity spotting that probe. The probe doing quite a bit of scouting over there. Overlord's in position though, so Entity not completely in the dark in this game.
Yeah. You need to get that expansion down as fast as possible. I think as soon as you get that spawning pool and gas down, it'll just help you keep up with the Protoss production and any army that he'll be able to put out. Looks like Cybercore finally going down for the Protoss player. A cannon up at his natural, transferring a couple of probes over to get the saturation equal between the two bases. Some gas going down. Just running with one gas for now. Obviously, he doesn't need so much since he doesn't have that Cybercore.
Yes.
And yeah, Ling's speed just finishing, picking off that probe just outside the natural of Yuffi.
Yeah. So, Entity, why don't you tell us now? You currently laddering. What's going on in your career? You're still in Masters. Are you going to be playing more competitively now?
yeah. I've been pretty much in the highest league since I started in the late beta stages for
Okay.
release.
All right.
But I played quite a lot, like in the beginning after the release.
Yeah.
Met some really good players. I'm
Okay.
quite proud that I did good then. And I joined a clan and played with them for a while. We had really fun.
Okay.
But shit happened and the clan has been disbanded. So I've been quite inactive lately.
All right.
But I'm looking to get back in the game, and it feels good when I play right now. So
Yeah. So it's
I
feeling
hope.
normal. It's feeling natural again. It's coming back. That's good, man.
Yeah,
It's very sad to see the higher tier players leaving. We learn a lot from you guys. It's good to cast your games. Just back to this game quite now. We see the gold going down very early over here not much of an army to defend that gold. What were you thinking when you took that expo?
Yeah, well, I saw him taking his early expo, which is usually a sign that there won't be any aggression in a while.
Yeah,
So you usually want to get
Based
your
upon
economy up.
protoss.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's usually true in the wild. You can be equal on bases for a little while, but eventually you're gonna want to be one base up.
yeah. Okay, pretty
So,
good
and
play.
I thought, and I usually against Protoss, I don't rely anything on spine crawlers.
Okay,
So, uh, the so there's actually quite a good advantage to taking the gold as opposed
yeah,
to like taking the non-gold
yeah. I also see you've got an
expansion.
additional hatchery going down there. Quite a
Yeah,
good move. Yeah.
as you can see, I'm not playing gas heavy at all against Protoss.
Yeah,
It's how I play
you've
right
got
now. I
one
haven't
gas.
been
Yeah.
much active lately, so I'm not that comfortable in my strategy against Protoss. But I usually play very ling heavy and very low on gas for a long while to get a lot of drones and a lot of Zerglings.
Okay.
Zerglings are good because they can. It's very hard to retreat with a mid-game attack against a lot of Zerglings.
Yeah. Yeah. Of
Like
course. Yeah.
if you go for roaches instead, which is more common, you can they are just as strong as Zerglings, so they can defend pretty well. But if the Protoss pushes out with a army that's smaller than yours, you can't catch him. He can just move back.
Yeah.
But
I
if he
It
see.
looks
moves
like
out
Blink
too
has
early,
finished with the Stalkers. He's attacking. Sorry, he's attacking the high yield at the moment.
Yeah. We see
Got the
forcing those
Zerglings
things
being
on.
able
Yeah.
to get a surround down onto the Stalkers now, blinking away, but it doesn't look like he can get away from that many Zerglings, even with blink.
Just
He
as you were
might lose one
discussing
or
there.
two.
Yeah, just as we're discussing. Oh, good blink there, saving. And he's going to lose one, retreating right back into the line of another three stalkers. More Zerglings coming in from the flanks over there. Very good play. And some of the Zerglings being sniped off. He's heading straight back up to the high yield, though. Um, how was the
Yeah,
pressure feeling at this stage?
I was feeling pretty well. I saw he went blink stalkers, but very few of them. So I was still a bit wary. I knew he had something else, which you can see is the Dark Templars moving in.
Okay, yeah, the Dark Templars, there they are. And the Dark Templars moving over to the high yield, focusing directly on your hatchery, not even for. Oh, and you've got the Overseer. That's some good play coming in over there.
Yeah, quite well held off. Obviously
Yeah,
expected
definitely.
something else, but just seeing Stalkers means that he's going something else. You can't just be going my Stalker against a Zerg. It's quite suicidal, honestly. And obviously expecting some sort of sneaky play. So getting the Overseer, just expecting some sort of DT.
Good surround. My God, that was a phenomenal surround. That is a lot of Zerglings. Oh, and let's just go to the unit counter over there, dealing with nearly 100 Zerglings, and currently the Protoss in a bit of a shocking position with two Zealots. We could see the end of the game quite soon. I think we're about to see the end of the game right now. Yuffi admitting that he's made a mistake over here. Admitting, oh my God, stupid me, probably underestimating his opponent quite substantially over here. I'm pretty sure we're going to see the end of the game.
But yeah, he has no army to speak of whatsoever. I don't know how he could survive for much longer in this game. Those cannons are put in a pretty good position in a choke point, so they can't really be surrounded by Zerglings, and going for them as Zealot to hold off any sort of big Zergling attack.
Which I think is imminent. I think a big Zergling attack is imminent here. On the playing field, we've got nearly 140 Zerglings to 6 Zealots, 1 Sentry. Entity, you would most definitely you were in the comfort of the lead over here, taking an additional hatchery on the left-hand side. It looks like you eased into this game quite well.
Yeah, I was really lucky, of course, that the hatchery didn't went down. It was really close.
Yeah.
It would have been a little bit of different game if you had gotten it.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
But now I'm in a really good position. The only thing that's worth noting is, of course, that the tech path I went and the low gas means that I'm not quite as powerful as it might look.
Yeah, of course. It would have been over. What's strange is that the Protoss player over here, Yuffi, has the economy to go straight into Colossus, and yet we see him opening up with an additional 4 gates of the gates that he already had. I don't know. I think he would have been safer going Colossus. Had he got some Colossus on the field, I think it could have been a bit different.
Well, Archons are pretty good against Zerglings, especially in big groups like Entity has gone.
Yeah,
But he needs a lot more than just
yeah.
the army that he has out in front of his man. And he is spamming a couple cannons at his
And
third.
they are going to go down to this huge Zergling push over here.
Yeah, big attack going, and it's
Getting the
just, I don't
surround
think-
on all of the units. The
Yeah, I
Archons,
don't think
the
that's
Archons
enough.
are in trouble.
Yeah.
The Archons are down. 3 Archons on the way though. But there's the power of these little Zerglings, you know. All the Zerglings, nearly all the Zerglings going down, but enough damage has been done over here. If we look at the units lost tab, Protoss losing 35 units to the cost of 6,300 minerals. Zerg losing 170 units to the cost of 4,800 minerals. Zerg is still highly in the lead. Cheap units, but very effective. You can't bring this
Yep.
man down for the style of play.
Yep, looks like Protoss got the +2 attack out, so it's actually being able to hold off this large attack of Zerglings. But I mean, he's so far behind now. I mean, the Zerg is on 5 bases plus
Yeah.
the high yield. Hydra's now coming out to counter the
Archons.
Zealots and Archons.
Yeah.
So I mean, he needed Colossus quite bad in this game. I don't know. He obviously did realize it, but he just didn't have the time or the economy to support a tech switch into those Colossus at this point.
Yeah. Also interesting to note that the Overlord only being sniped in the bottom, the scouting Overlord only being sniped now 16 minutes into that game. It's done its job. He's known all along what's going on here. Entity, some good placement of your Overlord over there, good control of your army, and securing another expansion in the right-hand side. Wow. Very, very interesting play.
Yeah, I'm basically making more bases just because I can right now.
Yeah, of course. And you're catching his army completely out of position. Is he actually going to try go for a base raid? He's going for the base raid over here. I think he's going to fail. I think there are far too many Zerglings